Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, my brothers and sisters, and welcome to another Good Morning Grief devotional. This is the daily grief devotional that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural and normal response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. Grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how it is expressed on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. And that's why we say good morning, good morning, good morning, because morning is a good thing. Amen. Welcome. Thank you for joining us on today, on this Friday, June the 16th. We are so grateful and thankful for this time and this opportunity that we have together to come together. Amen. And to participate in another grief devotional. Yeah, as I always tell you, grief deals with loss, change, and transition. Primarily on this platform, we're talking about death. But understand that they're secondary. There's so many different secondary aspects to grief. Any loss, change, or transition that you deal with, we're here for you. And we're navigating through this grief devotional to help you to navigate through your grief, to help you to unpack your loss, your change, and transition, to help guide you along the way. So we are grateful, we are thankful for this wonderful opportunity that God has given us and afforded us to come together in this forum and to be able to do just that. So I want to say welcome. I want to say thank you for joining us. I want to tell you to tag somebody, share this with somebody, let them know what's going down. Amen. That we are serving you as you navigate and as you go through on today. So grateful, so thankful that all of you are here on today. And without further ado, come on, let's get it going one time for the one time. Our grief devotion today is real good. Our grief quote today comes from C. Joy Bell C., who says, "One of the most beneficial and valuable gifts we can give to ourselves in this life is allowing, as I have spelled that word wrong, allowing ourselves to be surprised. If it is okay if life surprises you, it's a good thing. One of the most beneficial and valuable gifts we can give to ourselves in this life, is allowing ourselves to be surprised. It is okay if life surprises you. It's a good thing. Today is day 167. We're going to talk about an appreciation for surprise. An appreciation for surprise. Y'all ready for this? Let's get to it. Has your grief surprised you sometimes? Come on. Has your grief surprised you sometimes? Pause. Has your grief surprised you sometimes? Pastor Duncan, what do you mean? Let's get into it. Mine has, seemingly out of nowhere. I'll feel a surge of anger or an excruciating plunge of despair. Other times I might experience a moment of giddy laughter. I can be surprised by both the intensity of my unbidden feelings and their nature. Pause. Has your grief ever surprised you? Watch this. Seemingly out of nowhere. Bam! It hits. Seemingly out of nowhere. Bam! It hits. And you can feel, I love what he said. It's the wide range and variety to me. That out of nowhere you feel a surge of anger. Out of nowhere you feel an excruciating plunge of despair. Out of nowhere you have a moment of giddy laughter. Sometimes it's tears and laughter. Sometimes it's anger and despair. But here it is, and I love it, and I highlighted those three words for a reason. Out of nowhere, right? Your grief surprises you. Have you ever experienced that? Drop it in the chat one time. If you've experienced an out of nowhere, right? If you, Deanne said, yes, got me the other day. See, bam, out of nowhere. If you've experienced an out of nowhere, just drop in the chat what you felt. Was it anger? Was it laughter? Was it despair? Was it resentment? Was it joy? Was it thanksgiving? Was it What was it? Was it? What was it? Y'all drop it in the chat. Ambushes. I like that. Yes, those ambushes. Ugh. Yeah. Drop it in the chat if you've experienced it out of nowhere. Yes, tears, then laughter. Uh huh. Tears, then laughter. Eunice Mary says joy. Amen. Carmen Kennedy said tears and laughter. Carla says yes, anger, despair, guilt. Felicia Henderson says I had laughter. Deanna says anger, despair, and resentment. Yes. Donna Smith, pain and helplessness all this week. LaShonda says joy from a song that brought back memories. Yes. Deanna says tears, then thought of something funny he used to do. Ain't that it? In a moment of tears, you can think of something funny and start laughing through your tears out of nowhere. When I seen those three words, it really got me because that's the way it is for real, out of nowhere. And we've talked before about triggers, and there's different things that can trigger these responses. I know Miss Donna just said all this week. I don't know why this week, why you may have been triggered this week. I don't know if it's a holiday or a special day or if it's just the season and the summertime. But out of nowhere, right? It could be a song, it could be a smell, it could be a memory, it could be the place, a place, it could be a day, it could be the season, right? Because we remember our loved ones in different seasons. In the summer seasons, we remember our loved ones in different seasons. Von McCann says, yes, gratefulness for their being and teaching. Yes. Uh-huh. Yes, missing my hubby, thinking of the funny things he used to do. Yes, Phyllis Hunter says tears and laughter. Yes, out of nowhere. Bam, it comes, it hits us. Out of nowhere. And different things can make it. Different things can spark it, can make it happen, right? But out of nowhere, right? Out of nowhere, out of nowhere. And what do we do? What do we do with that when it comes out of nowhere? Check this out. The roller coaster of our grief can be disconcerting. The roller coaster of our grief can be disconcerting. That means causing one to feel unsettled. But learning, I love this, y'all. Watch this. If it's in yellow, it's important. But learning to embrace whatever comes up is one of our most important tasks. The roller coaster of our grief can be disconcerting, but learning to embrace whatever comes up can be one of our most important tasks. Learning to embrace whatever comes up can be one of our most important tasks. That's why, even when it hits out of nowhere, what do? You embrace whatever comes up. This is mourning, my brothers and sisters. You embrace whatever comes up. You embrace that emotion, right? You sit in that moment. You ride that wave. That is grief in mourning, right? You embrace whatever comes up. You learn to embrace whatever comes up. You sit in that moment, right? If it's a moment of anger, sit in it. That's okay. If it's a moment of resentment, you embrace it, right? You embrace. If it's a moment of joy, you embrace it. If it's a moment of tears or despair, whatever it is, it's your grief talking. It's your grief speaking, right? Don't ignore it, explore it, embrace it, sit in it, feel it. That's what grief is about. It's about giving yourself permission to feel, giving yourself permission to reveal, right? It is so very important that whatever comes up, you embrace it. Learning to embrace whatever comes up, watch this, is one of our most important tasks. If you are going to mourn meaningfully, embracing it is one of the most important tasks. Most people don't want to embrace it. We deny it, we shut it down, we push it down, we suppress it, we don't want to feel it. No, feel that, right? You got to feel that. That's so very important. You feel it. Understand this, that life will surprise us in all kinds of ways. That's what it does. Cultivating an appreciation for surprise makes our lives better. Let me talk to you all, my griefites. Life will surprise us in all kind of way. You're going to have a lot of out of nowhere moments. Life is going to surprise you in all kind of ways, right? That's what it does. But cultivating an appreciation for surprise. Learn to cultivate an appreciation for surprise. You know, don't say, I hate when this happens. No. Learn to cultivate an appreciation for surprise. Cultivate within you a gratefulness and appreciation for those moments of surprise, right? Because what it means is helping you. You ever get a cut or something and it's healing, and then all of a sudden it start itching, right? And you're like, ugh, it's itching, and you want to scratch it because it's itching. Well, that itching means it's healing, right? And so something that can be viewed as irritating, this is irritating, is really liberating. Is healing you, is helping you, is healing you. And so you learn to cultivate, in this instance, you learn to cultivate an appreciation for surprise because you are progressing on your grief journey. When you embrace it, you are progressing on your journey of grief. Check this out. This is the final thought. If I'm not good at surprise already, I can learn to be. Resilience is a skill that improves with conscious practice. Resilience is a skill that improves with conscious practice. Today, my brothers and sisters, day 167, you just heard from heaven. And learning to cultivate an appreciation for surprise. Come on, talk to me one time for the one time. Any questions, comments that you might have? Questions, comments, anything that you want to share. I thank y'all for tuning in today. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Praying for you as you navigate through your grief journey. Any questions or comments at this time? I'll take them if you got them. If you got them, I'll take them. Amen. I want you to take this, zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket. Make sure you are taking your notes, your nuggets, and your nudges. Amen. And you are going back and referencing this stuff, y'all. This is some good stuff. I'm telling you, today is day 167. You've received 167 lessons, 167 tools, tips, techniques, takeaways as it relates to grief that is going to help you. This is a manual. We are putting together a manual, a grief manual to help you to navigate through everything you're going through. And so I hope you're able to take that to heart. Well, no questions, no comments. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Hope you have a phenomenal Friday and a wonderful weekend all together, and continue to cultivate an appreciation for surprise. We out of here.
Good morning. Good morning.